Hello, and thanks for joining again here at the broadcast of Realize to Actualize, the channel on YouTube. Lately I'm also on Blog TV, which is really great. You can check me out there. Realize to Actualize, same screen name of course. And on Blog Talk Radio, I'm starting to do a regular broadcast Monday through Friday for 15 minutes, starting at noon. Pacific Standard Time, you can check that out. And I'm also just now again here in a room on Room for Conscious Revolution on paltalk.com, which is also an amazing experience. So these are just some of the things I've been working on, and to really bring other people together and to create an outlet to explore on a deeper level what it is we realize, we actualize. And what are those realizations? Because ultimately there the question is, what do I know for myself? And it's that knowledge that through this you create your own reality. You attract what you focus on, what you think about. But most of those realizations are deep down in our subconscious. So it is a matter of learning to become aware of that, to become more aware. You really also begin to listen to others. You learn to honor the teacher everywhere, because we all are teachers and we all are students. And so it is about learning, or rather remembering who we really are, our true identity. Anyway, I don't want to go on too long about that. Just wanted to make a brief video also here to talk about something that's going on for me that's a little bit difficult to deal with, and I don't really know what to do at this point. And that has to do with, you might have heard me talk about that in some previous recording, that I was fortunate enough to have met somebody very wonderful. October 17th actually it was, when I gave a party for my mom at the Castro Castle here in San Francisco. There's actually a video about that here on YouTube, so you can take a look at that. A very beautiful person, and we developed a very close relationship. We've been spending every other day basically together, every weekend for the past 3 months, 4 months basically. But then last week she didn't talk to me anymore. And I know she's got a lot of issues going, she's dealing with, she's starting her own company, she's kind of stressed out. And maybe I said something to upset her, but basically she just stopped all communication. You might have had an experience like this in your own life where this happens, where somebody who was very loving towards you, all of a sudden they turned their back on you. And it's very painful to me, because I think to myself, and that's just me, of course, in my simple mind, that love is simple, and it's all about whatever problem there is, we're here to help each other, and through communication we can help each other. But if you don't communicate, if you just keep it within, this is impossible. And so maybe I kind of got the feeling, that's very sad, that she wants to be left alone. She doesn't think I can help her. She doesn't really receive my love anymore. Which, even though she never really said that, I love you. Well, I've said that many times before, because I really wanted to say that, because I felt it. Even though her response was, "Oh Christoph, you cannot love me because you don't know me." It's not really necessary to know somebody to love them. When you love somebody, what you basically do is, because you have that feeling of love, you feel love for that person, and so you act in loving ways, which is, I really believe I've done that. And I gave her attention, and I gave her my care and my appreciation. But there's something that it has nothing to do with me. There's nothing really I can do. She doesn't really let me help her. I cannot really reach her. And she closed herself off. And I think it's just very, very sad, But maybe just give it some time. And of course, we'll see what will be, always. It's just something that I'm learning about relationships. I haven't had too many in my own life. But as a lifelong free thinker and a lifelong observer, and always looking at people and looking at this world and trying to figure out what is going on in this world, I eventually did figure it out. And I found some very profound answers for myself, which I'm sharing here. Some food for thought. A new way of looking at things. A paradigm shift, so to speak. As you really change your inner world, your realizations, you can change your what you actualize. You change your reality. And that is what it's about, to recreate our own reality and recreate ourselves and recreate this world from within. Hence the conscious revolution, which is a room on paltalk.com. It would be wonderful if you check it out sometimes. I'll be there, probably there. Well, this is the first weekend actually that I'm having time, because she's not here with me, to make this recording and to have been in the room on Paltalk, because previously she always was around. And of course I enjoyed that. I enjoyed her company tremendously. And I miss that. But it is what it is, and I cannot really change that. So I'm trying to refocus my attention here and to use my time instead of wallowing on the feeling of, oh, I'm really sad right now, and just to be sad. To focus on that. Of course I can do that if I wanted to, but it's not going to change anything. That's ultimately also, that's part of that awareness here, about how we use our awareness. Where our attention goes, energy flows. And I'm not really the first one to say that, but what I'm here to provide, the missing link, and Realize to Actualize is here to provide that missing link, which is, it is not just a philosophy, it is a practice. Every one of us here is a student, is a teacher, and we're all mirrors to each other. What we focus on creates our reality. And so just by changing that focus, you change your reality. By changing your realization, you change what you actualize. How does that work? I cannot really tell you that, but I'm here to help you to learn that, to remember that, to practice that for yourself, to begin on your own studies, on your active studies as a student in the school of life.